Well, greetings again, everyone. This is Nick Michaelak and the astounding Steve Frazier.
Well, hello and Happy New Year to everyone
New Year,
out
guys.
there.
And kicking off with a Legacy sequel this year because they finally resurrected Final Destination since it's been over like 14 years, I think it was. Last was 2011.
I was going to say 10 years. I didn't realize it was that long.
A lot less from when we last recorded the one, but it was still been a good 6-7 years or whatnot since we recorded Final Destination 5.
Right.
But guys, we're covering Final Destination Bloodlines today, so if you have your own copy of the film, go ahead and turn your timestamp over to 0 and switch on your subtitles to follow along with us, and we'll get synced up with a countdown. So guys, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Why they got to do this?
Resurrect everything?
Yeah. Not to start it off on a negative note. I'm not, like...
They just start writing out ideas. Let's put the paddles or something from a decade or more ago.
I guess. Put the paddles. Oh, God.
I mean, this, apparently, they originally were playing this thing as a streaming release, but then they thought differently about it, and then the thing grossed shit tons of money. This is the highest grossing film of the franchise by a large margin. This thing grossed $316 million. The other ones, I think the fourth film was the highest grossing one before this, and it got like $180 million. So if you adjust it for inflation, would it still? I don't think there's no way to even match that now.
Well, it got 10 of my dollars. I went and saw it.
Spent $50 million on it, so I mean that's 6 times return on investment.
Yeah, that's a good...
You ain't gonna get that on streaming.
So, I have one major gripe.
Yeah, sure.
But I feel like I'm going to save it to the end.
Back pocket a little bit.
Or whenever...
Wait till we get a little...
It feels like it
a little distance in.
Yeah. I didn't realize that it made that much money.
Oh, yeah, just kept accumulating.
I mean...
So, yeah, there's going to be another one eventually.
Well, sure. And I actually kind of enjoyed it, other than my major gripe.
Okay. I feel... I rewatched it recently.
Yeah, you pre-watched.
I figured I'd refresh myself and get up to it. And I think I liked it the second watch.
Is that a crab?
I think I was
a giant crab.
I think I felt more critical on the first time around. The second time, I feel like I switched a little bit of the brain off, kind of dampened the critical edge of things.
And you just watched it like a movie?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's now 10 out of 10 for me, but I kind of got a little bit more into it. I feel like sometimes, like, when you know it, you're already familiar with it, know where it's going, you can kind of reset where you're going to feel for it.
I think that doing these commentaries has changed my opinion on quite a few films. Oftentimes it's the other way, though. It's stuff that I like, and then I'm like, this really isn't that great.
Didn't hold up quite as well as you thought.
They've done a decent job of making you feel like this is some in the olden days.
Yeah, 60s. Yeah. Nice work on the dress and the hairstyling.
Yeah. And that's really all it takes, right? Like...
In general sense, yeah.
I mean, you got to get some older cars outside.
Yeah.
Remember when somebody had to drive an elevator and that was their job?
Oh, yeah.
Like, God.
Perfect Strangers. Winslow's wife. She was the elevator operator for the
oh, yeah.
The Tribune.
Right. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. What a
Winslow's wife.
What a throwaway character that led to an entire spin-off.
Like, oh, we got our automatic elevator. Here's your own show. Go off and do something else.
Right, but she isn't even the star of her own show.
No, hell no.
I mean, it was really supposed to be about Carl.
Yeah.
and the family.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor kid came along and they were like
change the dynamics.
Right. They were like, "Oh shit, he's actually the show." Which is now 2 steps removed from the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, jeez.
I bet most people don't even know that Perfect Strangers is the source material for that.
Yeah, I feel
Family
like
Matters.
Family Matters has gotten a little bit more of the staying power overall.
I think Perfect Strangers is a better show.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie. This does look like a really nice place. I would go here. This is gonna be a little Towering Inferno.
A little bit, yeah.
Even though we were so peek behind the curtain. We were gonna cover Towering Inferno a year ago, roughly, and I watched it. I rewatched it. I'd seen it, a bunch
ages ago,
and a long time ago, but. I feel like I watched it more like when I was younger. Sure. But anyway, I rewatched it and I was like, this is good, but it's like 3 hours long. And it's a slow burn, no pun intended.
It takes a good 55 minutes to get up to where the fire starts.
Right. Like the fire is like a third of the way in, and then like...
You got like 20 characters you got to set up first.
Right, it's a character drama.
Yeah.
I mean, much in the way that Poseidon Adventure is a character drama, but
it's a lot better paced.
It's snappier.
It's paced like a blockbuster.
Right. Ooh, I love a creme brulee. Oh. What's creaking? Like...
Well, they said they finished this thing 5 months in advance.
Sure.
What everything would be.
But... there's already 150 people up here.
Sure, yeah.
Like, those two aren't going to make it creak.
The extra 300 pounds up here ain't going to go a whole lot away.
That's not my gripe, by the way.
No, I'm sure there's something...
I'm just griping as I go.
Yeah, as you do.
That's correct. Ooh, I do love me some champagne, by the way.
Yeah, for all the exterior stuff, they didn't, at least for when they're inside the restaurant, they're actually using the volume LED screens like they use for the Batman sequences like this.
Oh, so all of that's an LED?
There's a big LED screen, like really high resolution stuff. You can just change the backgrounds on a whim, whatnot. Maybe something more like this where they're tilting down. It might be more of a green screen composite type of thing, but just when they just have it as a background like this, it's just all LED.
Well, that felt like
stuff.
That felt like an actual camera shot from something that they could have just projected on the...
Yeah. Either way.
You ever been up in one of these towers that had the glass floor like that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I
do have a little agoraphobia.
The one that comes to mind is the one in Toronto.
Okay.
I know there are many, but this one actually resembles I forget what it's called.
Sky Needle in Seattle, but there's probably another one here or there. They shot this in like all over Canada, Toronto, Montreal, Quebec.
Yeah, they...
well, this is clearly a soundstage they're working on.
It looks like the one in Toronto.
Yeah, they probably...
That's next door to Skydome.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can go up there and they have some of the glass paneling on the floor that you can walk over. It's pretty cool.
You get a little bit of that when you go up to Sears/Willis Tower.
They have the walk out room.
Yeah, just at the edge of it when you get up to the vertical panes.
Well, no, they actually the room extends out.
Yeah,
above
I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Last couple of feet or whatnot towards the edge, towards the wall, where all the windows are.
Yeah.
You can see there's like probably a good 4 feet or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's even more. I think it's a whole. Okay. I think it's a whole like.
I just remember the scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off where they go up there and you could see a little bit of the clear.
Well, since then they've added
expanded it.
Yeah, it's a whole room.
Yeah, that's 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's a. There might be more than one. And if you go to the Hancock building...
The Hancock one's probably easier to get into. You don't get charged as much.
Oh, yes, you do.
You do? But it's not as crowded, is it?
Well, you got to go up to the... You got to pay to go up to the top, and then there's an extra fee to do the...
Oh.
What they have is an attraction called the Tilt.
Oh, yippee.
And so you go out into the exterior room, you grab onto some handles, and the side wall literally tilts you down over the city.
I don't think I'm up for that one.
And it's, so you hang on and you literally get tilted at a 45-degree angle over, down 100 stories looking over. I've not done it. I've watched people do it. I've not done it. I've been up there. Anyone considering visiting the city, the Hancock, much better in the evening, in my opinion. I also feel like in the 60s, this is more possible than now. You don't get open air up there. Okay. There's always like a fence or, something.
Now there's all safety rails all the types of stuff.
Right.
Some doesn't go flipping, flopping over the edge.
Like in the Toronto one, you can go up to the exterior and it's open, but it's got like a fence around it so that you don't fall 100 stories down to the onto the aquarium or the Sky Dome on the other side. No. Oh, fat fingers. McGee there.
When you can't bring her in to get it sized, and he does have to guess.
Well, yeah. Oh no! Don't do that, kid.
Uh-oh.
I don't think people understand how dangerous that is.
Oh yeah, that's.
Although
velocity and all that stuff.
I do
terminal velocity.
Terminal velocity, yeah. That a quarter could kill somebody on the ground level. I do think that's a little far fetched. I don't think the vent would suck in a coin.
Probably not as much of a
like especially
pressure
after he threw it.
Yeah.
Like if you dropped it, like I don't know, he had exit velocity on top of
It's all.
That's a little.
I mean that's the. Not so much that I kind of gripped onto that in the theater, but that's kind of the thing. Is like, okay, watch it the second time. Like, okay, I'm gonna pull myself back from looking at it quite so sternly and like.
Right. Just enjoy
it's supposed to be a little bit more kind of elevate your suspension of disbelief type of thing. Just like just roll with it.
I mean, none of this stuff is really structurally possible. So whatever, just roll with it. I get it. I'd like to lobby for more bands to all have matching sequin jackets.
Oh yeah, that's
again
stuff. Yeah.
Nobody's noticing the crack in the floor.
Sure.
That's fine. That's fine. That's right. A little bit louder now. Work out them quad muscles.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's hard to do, by the way. I just did that back in November at a wedding, and my old ass was like,
creaking, cracking.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
The knees hurt a little bit. The quads really. The creme brulee crack. That's a good little insert shot. I like that.
They've constructed it very well to have those little foreboding touches they had earlier on in the franchise. You know, the little thing where they slicing the meat, then they got the red wine and whatnot. It's just little nice flashes that kind of get a little.
Oh, love that. This is great.
Yeah. There's little flashes of the meat and everything, just like it gives you like, ooh. It makes it, with it lasting like half a second or something like that. You just kind of switch off your brain, like you're seeing something that's more graphic than it really is. It's suggesting so much. So it's nicely done in that regard.
I like that. He's clutching on for.
And the clunk.
Yeah, that's a good clunk. Oh, light the bitch on fire.
Yeah.
Look out.
The Tony Caesar special.
Yeah, that's right.
And a belt. Like a frickin'...
T-O-N-I, though, Caesar.
Yeah.
What is she still...
She's still flaming.
Yeah. There's that penny. It's like T2 here.
Yeah.
Burn stunts.
Oh yeah.
I got to give these people like the most credit.
Yeah, that's a psychological state to really. I don't know how you get there.
I mean, I know they've got the gels and they've got the safety things and all of the things, right? Like I get it.
Not just anyone's walking on set like, oh, just light me on fire now.
Right. Really, just a big hole in the side. All right, I'll roll with it. I did see this before.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it since May. It's been like fucking...
Is that what it was, May?
May. It's been like 7-8 months since you watched it.
Yeah,
So.
I watched it new. I don't think it was like opening night or anything. It was a couple weeks out, but... I'm usually good for going to see a horror movie.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, in the cinema if I can.
Oh. Ooh, yeah.
Look, that was
good looking.
Yeah. I was gonna say there should be like some safety features, but back then they didn't have those.
Oh yeah, no, 60s, fuck that.
I mean, he got sliced like that prime rib, the insert shot. There you go. And that's a nice little touch. The tilt.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the John Hancock building tilt. But if you see the way that those panels are angled out like that, like, it goes even further than that. Like it's like this. You lean on the glass and they literally tilt you 45-degree angle.
Crazy. There you go. Well,
this is it. This is the Hancock building right here. and you got a
threat of death.
And you got to pay like $30 to even go up to the top room.
Sure.
And they've got a bar up there, and it's really cool. It's totally worth it. Totally worth it.
You need the bar to get up on the freaking glass.
And then it's an extra charge. I forget what it is, $10 or $15 to go out and do the tilt, but that's it, right there. She's. I'm perfectly fine just watching this movie and getting the idea. Yeah. Oh, the penny again. And just that little thing. You know, I think I figured it out. This movie is the reason that they've discontinued the penny in the United States of America.
Say, it's going bye-bye now.
And the kid gets smushed. Love that.
The cost of producing the penny has been well above the cost of the penny for a long while now, and they just like it's.
The problem
cost efficient. It's not longer cost efficient.
They didn't come up with a plan for what to do
for inflation
without the penny, like how to make the economy work.
Yeah, not just leaving enough to people. Oh, just going to round it up now.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what everyone. And that's what local grocery stores are doing around here.
Like everyone now loses money because they have to give more. You round up in favor of the customer.
If you're using cash, yeah.
Right.
Which I don't use anymore. I stopped using it 6 years ago.
That's very specific.
When the pandemic started, I stopped using cash.
Well,
it's filthy.
It is filthy. You're not wrong. Now, Canada has been without pennies for a while. And I don't know how they did it, but we have not endeared ourselves to Canada recently.
They're not going to share their secrets.
Right. Right. The ring is holding her up with her fat fingers. This is pretty ridiculous, by the way. It would rip her finger off, just like that. Yeah. But, I mean, much faster.
Yeah, much faster than that. I mean, that's...
This looks like an apocalyptic movie. Now, here's something that they've not done before. we've got somebody who is not involved in the
Yeah.
vision.
And clearly not of the same era either.
Right. Or even possibly race.
Yeah. I was doing some research on this film last night.
Oh, yeah?
And I was digging out, I was looking at the directors of this thing because I didn't know shit about them. They're not related, I think they're just friends, Zach and Adam here.
Okay.
They were
Two directors usually means, I don't know, not great.
Anyway. They were on this Fox reality show back in '07 called On the Lot, which is about like a bunch of like burgeoning filmmakers coming together. I watched this thing back in the day. I didn't think it was good at all.
What did you win?
I think you won like I don't know exactly. It was more or less the. Threw me off here. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I was just curious.
I don't know. I didn't look at that part.
You can finish your story. That's fine.
Anyway, which way? I'll...
So it's her grandmother is the blonde. All right, got it.
Okay.
I was just curious.
Ultimate prize of $1 million development deal with DreamWorks.
Okay, so Katzenberg was behind this.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. So, Spielberg was an executive producer, but it probably barely anything to do with the.
Well, yeah.
But basically, I thought it was just.
And the two.
I just didn't find it a very good. I had a lot of criticism about the show because. Make it short and sweet. It's basically like. Not that they didn't bring in people who were names, like bring like a Gary Marshall or whatnot as a judge on the whole thing, or a Carrie Fisher, but like, if you're. Gary Marshall's a legend. He's got fabulous things with his name, but I just feel like when you're getting into like independent filmmaking, you want someone like a Robert Rodriguez or maybe like a Richard Linklater, or you may want to get advice from like a Scorsese or like a De Palma or something else. Like if
John Carpenter,
someone like that. I felt like there was a disconnect between like real kind of studio stalwart people and talking with people actually done like real gritty kind of independent scrap together film type of stuff. And it felt like very disproportionate at what they're trying to present for the contestants versus who they're getting for the judges.
and
It feels like you want to have someone judging. I mean, they did get Wes Craven for 1 week as a judge, which I'll give to that because he did stuff like Last House on the Left and Hills Have Eyes when he had barely any money to work with.
well, even Elm Street was not,
Yeah. Super finance.
right.
So I'm just feeling like I just felt that show. I had a lot of criticism of it back in the day, and I watched it all pretty much, but I still had big problems with it.
And the two gentlemen that direct this movie were contestants on that show as a pair or individually.
They were both on it, yes.
But they were a team.
I don't know if they were a team specifically, but because one of them had a little bit of an acting background beforehand as a kid, and so on and so forth, but nothing really all that distinguished in that regard. But when I went on the Wikipedia page, they're the only two that have a link to an actual other Wikipedia page. No one else, other people might have gotten somewhere, but the only ones that had enough to put on a Wikipedia page as a career. So
Interesting.
But it's not an indictment on what they do on this film. It just felt like I didn't think I'd have to talk about that freaking show ever again, because I didn't find it as a very good thing. And like I never heard of until now. I never heard about anyone who ever worked on or competed on that show getting anywhere. So at least it got someone somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I guess stick with it, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
All right, so they're going to see the cousins or whatever the fuck, and we're not supposed to talk about the grandma to the uncle. Just catching everybody up here.
So no, neither one of these guys actually won the thing on that show.
Did it only air for one season?
Yeah. On Fox.
I feel like that is the kind of show that could succeed now.
Well, even then, back around the same time, they were doing that Project Greenlight with
Right.
Damon and Affleck,
Right.
which got a few people some places.
That actually, yeah, I mean, it had some staying power. And
Yeah, he had a couple of seasons worth. But then I would kind of lean more towards them because they kind of came up that way. They came up kind of small and kind of built themselves up. And plus, in a much more recent sense, we're talking about Gary Marshall, who probably came up back in like the 60s in a completely different environment than there was in the 2000s for independent film and breaking into the industry. It just feels like
right.
if you had a Rodriguez or something like that who knew recently how that sort of process worked.
You don't bring in somebody who did it before computers, at least.
Right.
You know, like...
Or even someone who came up like a Roger Corman's Go, which has very transitional skills from one generation to the next.
Right.
Yeah. So that was my main criticism about that show. Yeah, I was watching
Prom proposals are so fucking stupid. Can I just get this off my chest?
Sure, go ahead.
The fucking homecoming, like, will you go with me, prom proposal, like, the fact that this is a thing is so dumb to me. Like, it really grinds my gears. These poor boys feel like they have to go through this dance.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
They get to the dance.
Like it's a ritual, and the only way that you can go to any sort of, like, I don't know. I feel like it's that teen boys do not need more pressure put on them.
No.
Than this. Let's extrapolate marriage proposals backwards
to like age 16.
Right, or. I mean, friggin' homecoming at 14.
Something, yeah.
You know, and like the fact that you have to have a proposal to somebody in which they accept, like, I don't know, like, and then you gotta be public about it, and you gotta then you have to one up your friend's proposal, like, Jesus Christ.
You gotta get a really nice suit. And she's got to look fabulous walking in there.
Well, I get that.
That
like,
too, but still, like, it's just one thing after another.
I just don't well, even when we were kids, it was like, hey, you want to go to the dance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going together. Great.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy fucking arts and crafts and, you know,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure.
Snapped. Is he referring to his own mother as Iris?
Yeah.
Like,
that shows how much everything's been estranged.
but she can. See, I don't know. Like, I get it. For your safety and well-being, stay away. But she's also, like, a grown adult.
Yeah. It was an interesting thing. I was
Paco.
watching some of the featurettes they have on here, which aren't very extensive, but her brother, the kid who plays her brother in the film, Devon Sawa played his father in another film, and one of the other cast members, Ali Larder from the first and second film, also played their mother. So we've gotten far enough in the years where the stars
from the originals,
teenage stars from the first or second film are already playing
the parents
husband,
of
the parental figures for these younger generation of actors coming into this franchise. That's kind of a nice type of thing. They have a little...
Well, fuck Devon Sawa, first of all.
No, that's all the way back to the first one. Freaking Christina Ricci.
Don't remind me.
Ripping your heart out.
Asshole.
But
I'm sure he's a nice young man.
But I just found it kind of a nice thing that they mentioned that. Like, they'd worked with those actors before and they could kind of contact them after they got cast and be excited for them. And so there's a little encouragement or whatnot, a little kind of like, hey, yeah, cool, I'm happy for you type of thing. So
now, I'm going to go back to the movie here for a second.
Yeah.
When she just looked up the thing and she saw the actual photograph of the souvenir.
The sky view and all that.
Sky view. Now, I'm a little fuzzy on what happens here, but at least some part, like, that tells me that the sky view was actually a real thing.
Yes.
And if it actually had some sort of demise, wouldn't that have been, like, don't you know about things like that?
Well, as we're saying, what we saw at the beginning was a premonition her grandmother had.
Correct.
That, as we're going to get into the sequence, that she altered what happened. So it never happened.
Okay. But nothing happened.
That's what I believe they say. That she saved everyone's lives that day, but ever since then, because she altered Death's design, these couple dozen people, all these lives branched out to where it's been taking decades for Death to reseal everything.
Wouldn't you don't lead with that? Apparently the grandmother's name is Laurie Strode.
I mean, a couple of different angles to come at is that, one, this is kind of the more extreme version of what Devon Sawa did in the first film, where he's kind of in that cabin. He's trying to safety-proof everything and kind of isolate himself.
Right.
And he gets very paranoid about everything.
Which is a natural
reaction to what's happening around you, what you believe is happening as well.
Right. The Laurie Strode 2018 storyline did not dictate that.
No.
Anyway.
Because at least with this one, we know for certain from our history with the franchise, Death is out to get her. But Laurie Strode is like, I think Michael Myers is coming to get me, despite the fact he's locked up in an asylum for 40 years.
Right.
It's not until after just around 40 years that he actually gets released. That's the only time to really start getting heightened and paranoid and scared.
Right.
The 4 years beforehand, there's no reason for it.
Exactly.
At least with this thing, like I said, we know for certain that's the premise of the franchise. Death is an entity constantly out to get the people who alter its design.
Right. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah,
no,
we're in agreement.
Yeah. Just clarifying that for our audience and everything. Why our opinion was that way for that film, but different for this one. It's a little barbaric out there.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why you need the spikes and everything on the house.
Well, you never know.
A flock of birds are going to dive bomb and get impaled or something.
So, how does she get groceries?
Yeah, that was kind of thing I was thinking, like, okay, she even says, we'll get to it. What I'll say, this is not the same actress from the opening sequence, and they cast she looks pretty spot on for someone like 50 years older than the character we just saw.
I don't think it would have been good to age.
Oh yeah, make up the whole thing up like it's whatever, like
so
Guy Pearce and Prometheus.
All I'm seeing is things hanging from the ceiling, and I feel like if I were this level of paranoid...
I'd be Ellie Laura in the second film, Padded Room.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like, I love houseplants, and I have many.
Sure.
But if I'm afraid of things falling on me and killing me, I don't hang them up high.
Yeah.
Like that outdoor shot of the fire extinguisher or whatever falling. Like, why was that there?
Yeah.
But it was her dream.
Mm-hmm.
Which... that begs the question, why is she having the same dream?
Mm.
You're right, it's a good likeness.
Yeah.
So, all of her premonition happened while she was standing there getting this proposal.
It's always a little far-fetched, like, okay.
Like, how long
premonition tends to go on for about, I don't know,
5
minutes, something
5 to 8 minutes,
At least a good 5 minutes, and then it seems like it goes down in her head about 5 seconds. But she lives it in real time, so I don't know. It's kind of how it's always been.
Yeah, it's just extremely detailed for it to be just that quickly.
Right, because they're always trying to fake out the audience like it's going to happen, and then you have to slip it back the other way.
Right. You don't think somebody would look down and say,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Like, oh yeah, she's right. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, you did. She's a goddamn hero.
Yeah.
Lives that were never meant to be saved. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It never reopened. And they tore it down?
That's a lot of expense to tear it down. Usually,
you spent all the money.
All the money to build it. You think you at least resell to another developer's like, we're going to fix it up, do it right this time
and then, instead of just spending some money to complete the renovation.
Yeah.
You tore it down? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Yeah, so she has a cancer diagnosis. So what, did the doctor bring the CTE machine or something like that here?
Right, clearly she went and...
You have to get some kind of... Can't just... I mean, you can do a blood test, but you have to... You need to look inside the body to find out where it's at.
Right, right. See... And that doesn't happen, by the way.
No.
There is something kind of fun about the crazy old lady who talks to death.
Oh, yeah.
You know. You haven't stepped out there in 20 years? To your point, how did you get
a cancer diagnosis in this joint?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
When clearly she barely even lets anyone in the place. I doubt she has a telephone.
Well...
I don't think they string the wires out this far.
She was, like, in the mountains.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief.
Oh, yeah, severely.
And I get it. All of these movies have that.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, like, this is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
She didn't make it but down that far in all that time?
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. And they put that picture up. All right. I mean, I get it. That's a fair question. There's no, I mean, wouldn't he be all, like, he's the type to be all I told you so, no?
Yeah.
That must be death coming for the family.
No, Winnebago.
I would love a Winnebago. So these two are brother and sister.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she drove the Winnebago and then came out the side door? You don't get out the driver door?
Right.
What? I don't know. There's a lot of little weird. It's really it's really thin. Everything's thin.
Okay. At least the fact that the part 4 comes to mind. The fact that everything was so just bare bones. There was no character.
Yeah.
There was no nothing. This one, they're at least trying to build up some
Yeah, for
sort of
sure. For sure. It's better than that.
character dynamics overall to kind of have something to have some substance in between the death scenes.
Right. It wasn't just a clip show.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Weird camera angles trying to make you all disoriented.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good death.
That's a good. The effects are pretty damn good in this film. There's a couple of points where they're a little sketchy, but for the most part, they've been pretty solid.
Now, if I remember correctly, this was the scene that they showed us in the trailer.
Yeah, I was in one of the teasers, I think.
And I was so angry.
Yeah.
Usually I really,
You try to avoid it as best you
I don't
can,
watch trailers, but I would like everyone to know.
If you go into the theater and catch them, like, what are you going to do? Shut your eyes?
Well, sometimes.
Plug your ears?
I go to the bathroom when the trailers start. I guess I want everyone to know that I do not just live my life in anger all the time.
Yeah, no, but sometimes.
But
and there was another one later on that showed the most of it when he's in the tattooed joint.
Yes.
So they were.
Yeah. And I was angry because I want
to sit there and experience the suspense of the sequence.
They presented this as like the main premonition.
Yeah. Something. A big sequence of the film.
Right. And I feel like, I don't know, just...
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way when they kind of give away like an entire sequence, or they put out a clip and it's like 4 minutes long. It's like, how desperate are you?
Right. Like,
to draw people in. Are the posters and a trailer or two not enough? You got to keep... By the time we walk into the theater, do we already need to have seen a third of the film? And all the promotional materials? No, we don't.
That's why I hate trailers, because literally everything is a spoiler.
Right.
You know, you watch the trailer and you know, a piece sticks with you because they're going to put interesting things into the trailer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't want to go see it.
Yeah.
So some sort of interesting piece sticks with you.
Yeah.
And then you're watching the movie and you're
kind of waiting for it.
You maybe you're not waiting, but you know it exists.
Right.
So like any character that's in that piece in your brain, you know is not in peril in the first part of the movie.
Especially if they include stuff from the final act in the trailers, like, oh, now I'm just waiting for that thing to happen. Like I said.
Well, like especially in a murder or something, like, I don't know.
Some kind of thriller or mystery type thing.
Yeah, because I know that character that I remember from the trailer is still alive in this movie, so I know that they're not in danger because they still exist in that scene that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's why at least
it's all spoilers.
If I watch a trailer, I try to not watch it more than once. So if like 3 months go by, I probably typically will have a bit more of a faded memory about things, unless it's a trailer that's really just very specifically like I saw the trailers for Sinners. Okay. And they spoil like the entire portion of the third act, like who gets turned here and there and everywhere into a vampire. Yeah. Well, now I'm just waiting the whole freaking first 90 minutes to find out for them to just finally get turned into a vampire. So there's no suspense when I think something in peril is going to happen. I already know what's going to happen.
Wouldn't it be great if they didn't tell you at all that it was vampires? Because the vampires are the midpoint of that movie.
I thought the first half of that film was absolutely phenomenal. The vampire half didn't quite hit as well for me. But
I loved it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like maybe I need a second watch for it, like I did with this thing. They kind of like, okay, click in the head, but
if anybody would like,
waiting for it to come back around to IMAX. I didn't see it in IMAX. Okay. So I kept waiting for it to come back to IMAX, but every time it did, I had no time on schedule to go see it. So I'll just probably.
If anybody's interested in maybe us doing a commentary on Sinners, put it in the comments.
Sure.
That way
consider it.
Yeah, we'll consider it. I think it's going to be in contention for some Oscars.
Oh, honestly. Yeah, it's already got a number of SAG and Golden Globe stuff racked up for itself already. I mean, divergent in that regard, but it's not one. It hasn't been one of those like swath of Oscar contender years in the back half of the year. Mm-hmm. You can say like, oh, there's probably like a good dozen films that came out since September. Like, oh, they're all heavyweight contenders. Like, there hasn't been that much.
Well, I think there's one front runner, but
I'm sure there is. I'm just saying, like, usually there's like a real kind of like debate about what's going to get what, because it's such a thick field out there. It doesn't feel quite as much this year.
Are they wearing shoes on that trampoline?
No.
Okay.
Gosh, nice. Change our head, nice. I mean, clearly it's made by people who have enjoyed the franchise and know the kind of
Right.
how you go about making these sequences happen.
That's a giant ass shard of glass. Like, that's damn near a window pane's worth of glass sticking out of your drink. Like,
right.
You don't
it's like
think,
a quarter-inch thick.
Right. You don't think that you would... Who puts the rake under the trampoline?
Right.
Like, you don't think you would notice...
Right.
The drink? You also wouldn't swallow it.
No, God, no.
But that's good.
Best it would do is like, you cut the inside of your mouth, which is not...
It would probably cut your lip, because it wouldn't even... You wouldn't even take it in. When you drink...
It's not a fatal blow type of thing.
When you drink
it's
ice water
out
of a glass, you're not taking in the ice.
Oh, no.
You're taking in the water.
Yeah.
Therefore, the shard of glass is not actually a threat.
Right.
You're not going to open your mouth and just chew down.
It was a little...
Yeah. The size of an ice cube?
Yeah, a little bitty thing, and it could get down your throat. One that could be something, but if it's a big... That thing's 2 inches long.
Right, at least.
But you need 2 inches long so it can
you can see it
on the camera.
Yeah.
There it goes. But that's where it makes the difference.
Yeah.
Where they swerve it around to. Isn't like I said, when the most...
there we go.
Yeah, that's a good old...
I love a lawnmower to the face.
Yeah.
I don't remember which sleepaway camp that was. 2, maybe?
There's
2 or 3.
It was in there. It was in Sinister. It was one of the little home movie type of things.
Yep.
There we go. This is your sequence.
Oh, you know me. I love this kind of shit. You don't start at the beginning? She opened in the middle of the book.
In the middle of the book. Start at the end of the book so you know how it ends.
Well, that...
And work backwards.
That's an option.
Work backwards. There we go. That's what you like.
I love it. I love when you get the crazy person with all the shit on the walls.
I was in the theater like, well, there's one part of this film Steve's going to like.
Well, that'd be me, yeah. Anytime detectives get a whiteboard and they got pictures up and their lines and string and
straight
newspaper articles. Oh, God, I love it. Really good touch that I just noticed on the kid's fingernail polish.
Oh.
It didn't completely cover his whole finger.
Okay.
It covered the top, like, half of the finger as if he did it and now it's grown out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Which, that's a detail that is interesting to me.
So in the styling department kind of felt.
Right, like he didn't choose to polish his nails for the funeral.
Right.
Like this was from, 2 weeks ago because he's a teenager,
all
right?
This grief began.
Yeah. And since shit has gone down, he hasn't.
Yeah.
And it's grown out. Like,
smart.
That's great to me.
That's a hell of a detail.
You can kind of see it there when they pan to him.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
All of these people just lost their father, by the way.
Yeah. Father or their uncle. Yeah.
Right. Well, most of them.
Yeah.
Only she and
Caucasians, yeah.
Yeah, all the Caucasians. Not the Asians. The Caucasians.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about that might have been why they kind of made her family kind of a mixed race type of thing. So you can kind of say,
the branches?
These are over here are Howard's kids, and over here are Darlene's kids. It's a simple distinction to make on the casting level.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeps it straight for the audience.
And I think Charlie looks more like a Native American than he does whatever she is.
Well, the father, the actual actor, he's kind of Hawaiian.
Okay,
and then the girl's Filipino.
Okay,
So.
I see that. But
I didn't check.
Hawaiian plus Darlene doesn't get Filipino, unfortunately.
Right, yeah. I was. That's why I started looking into everything. It's like.
Although there are supposed to be some foster children in there, but I don't think that's.
Well, we'll get to it. I don't want to jump ahead of things too far.
Yeah, he is kind of Hawaiian-ish, isn't he? Like a Ricky Steamboat type.
Yeah. Okay, he's also a Filipino actor.
Oh, all right.
But
he looks like a Native American to me, but
he was in the Chucky series.
Yes.
That actor.
Yeah, yes.
So.
I stopped watching. Did I make it through season 2? I think I did. I didn't watch season 3.
Okay.
I actually really liked season 1.
Okay. I'd have to watch the rest of the sequels to get up to that because I'm sure there's enough continuity to make you confused going into it cold.
Yes. At least Bride.
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen Bride since the late 90s.
After that, I've never even seen the ones past.
Not that it's that fuzzy of a film, but
I've never even seen the ones past Bride. And I did okay.
Me neither. Okay.
But yes, I could tell that there was stuff that
I got 3 seasons means it was popular enough to be worth something.
Ooh,
but yeah,
God.
I don't know how you fake that on screen.
I was gonna say, was that real? The fact that I don't know means that it's good,
unless
right?
the blade was CGI or something like that, but it was pretty realistic to me.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The fact that we're even questioning it.
Yeah.
Me. Yes.
Like and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, everyone, please.
Hit it up now.
And all the things.
Yes. They chop for us.
He wasn't even wearing gloves.
I think he was earlier.
Was he? Okay.
I gotta imagine all this ink on him is real.
Usually you can tell.
All right. So.
The belly one does not look real. Usually, the tattoos that are fake
Richard Harmon
are very bright, if that makes sense.
Maybe not. I don't know. Like it's gonna tell me on the Wikipedia page where the shit.
It takes a lot to actually type "fuck off" to somebody, right? I mean, I guess unless it's... Cousins have a weird thing, right? Where you can just kind of be... that way, but... This makes me so happy. That, this super hard metal guy would be...
Turn on the AM soft rock station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna tattoo himself. Tattoo machine? Is this Air Supply? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it was. I think I saw it on the credits last
Pretty sure
time.
it's Air Supply. I mean, no two men have ever sounded more like two women with that much success. They're fucking amazing. And they still sound like that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your point, this was another scene in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't know why trailers get away with just showing like
A scene.
a whole scene. Now, I guess that gets around the idea of clip showing and accidentally giving something away for the end. But the scene that you're showing me better be in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And
We're an hour in.
We're an hour in.
We're past the halfway point.
Now, how did that happen? Exactly. And now it's going to go round and round. Like, at some point, you just rip it out, right? Like, at some point, it would rip itself out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would hurt like a son of a bitch, but you'd be alive.
Just have an extra hole in your nose. A
Right.
bigger hole in your nose
Right.
than you had before.
Yeah. It'll heal. It always does. This would be a really awful predicament to be in. Not so much the nose thing, but just the, you know, the fire and the...
Oh, yeah. Everything. I mean, best I'm gathering from what I'm trying to research here, it looks like they most of the tattoos are put on for the film.
Yeah.
They got a picture here behind the scenes looking like they're
Yeah.
rushing it onto them.
Yep. Yeah, I could tell at least the belly one wasn't real.
Yeah. But I mean, I've seen some really ugly looking fake tats, and that's not the case here. So I mean,
That happened last night. Next of kin would have been notified.
yeah, police would have been at your door saying this, that, and the other thing.
Right.
But I like him. I like him a lot in the film. I mean, they give him a lot of character overall. We're gonna get a little bit more of it in the next couple of scenes, but the fact that he's a very not just visually distinctive, but attitude-wise, he's very distinctive against everyone else.
Right. And I love that he's got a firefighter T-shirt on.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
I like this bit. It's a night. I just like the fact that it's playing on your expectation you're going to repeat the kill from the first film,
Right.
but you swerve it.
They have to, though.
Right, because when they did in the fourth film, it was fucking garbage.
Right.
Like everything else in that film. So it's nice. It's a nice thing they kind of play on that expectation for the fans of the franchise. Because it's such an iconic moment of the entire franchise, too.
Yeah, and what I really like, what it does, is if you cock tease us 2 or 3 times in a row,
Right.
now you've reset the expectations that you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And
If he survived that last night,
he survived that, he survived that.
what worse is going to happen to him is the thing you're wondering.
Well, if anything at all, and if it does,
anything at all.
and if it does, then it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you can only do it so many times before the audience is clicked off from it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I love
They
tug
do
the
it-
truck, tug the truck.
but yeah, They do it just enough times. Yeah, he's good, man. Real good.
They are.
I have to imagine his audition was fucking something to see. Like, oh yeah, you're cast on the spot with this audition, this performance. This is great because she already set it up like, oh, the thing's gonna knock down and the wind, the freaking leaf blower is gonna hit him and
Yeah.
what happens to the other characters. Again, it's a nice, smart piece of work. They wrote it together.
It skipped him, and
yeah.
although
so now,
I don't know why.
And that's a kind because you have a formula,
right?
But to find ways to kind of weave it around
Skirt
somewhere
it,
else,
yeah.
Find askew the path to make you have to reassess how the entire thing is going about and what the other information is that you don't have.
Get a little Kelly Clarkson in here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Pink. Is it Pink?
No, this is
Oh,
Kelly.
okay.
This is Kelly. I know Pink can sometimes sound a little bit like her. There's a few songs out there. Although I don't see, I don't know.
That guy?
That guy. Knock 20 years off the guy. That'd feel more on the point him going through whatever the hell he's going through. Some freaking dating app or TikTok, whatever it is.
Tinder? Maybe? Oh,
yeah.
look at that. Oh.
I was watching the behind the scenes. They had a cutout on the entire kind of press going up to the actual actress.
Oh, okay.
So it goes up to her, so it's not going to crush her, but it's all cut out exactly around
her face,
the mold of her and everything. And they just enhance it with the digital effects and have the little fake arm and everything. So
you're telling me
they did a really hot job with this stuff. They did a lot of, because they also had a lot of the same Sun people who worked on the previous films too. So they were very smart on this whole thing.
Why is there only two people crying in this room out of 6? How many dead people there are in this family?
In the last week.
The grandmother, the father, the daughter.
Yeah. She's good with the expression.
Yeah, she's really good. She might not know. Oh, that's great.
He's got such a great comedic sensibility.
Yeah.
That's a great line.
That is a great line.
Yeah, he's exceptional.
But if he was the first one, I guess the dad.
The dad, then the oldest kid, and then down to the youngest.
I'm just thinking like the history of that family, where she must have been pregnant when she got with the dad.
What?
Because why?
Iris?
No.
What?
The Brenda, the lady that just left.
The
blonde, who because the tattoo kid is the oldest of the kids.
Yes.
Which means that child was born before any of the ones with the dead dad, the blonde dad. So either that guy got together with Brenda when she was already pregnant,
or there was an affair.
There was an affair, and yet he forgave her enough to have 4 more children, or whatever.
However
like
many,
that,
yeah.
That's stupid. Maybe not 4, but I guess 2 others, right?
Yeah, sure. Also explains why he doesn't look like the other two kids.
Sure.
He's got the dark hair and everything. They're all blondes.
Right. I just think it's odd that...
Usually you have the affair after the spark has gone out with the marriage.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
They had
like,
2 kids. Now it's been like 6, 7 years. Nothing's going on.
So
you're bored.
They have a child that he knows isn't...
Yeah, so...
Unless maybe he didn't know.
Unless he didn't know, and she kept it all these years. And
Right.
Now that
And then she just blurts it out like this.
husband's gone, so...
I don't know. It's thin. A lot of thin. But, to a point you made earlier, and also, there are distinct characters,
Yeah.
and we actually have feelings and opinions about all of them.
Yeah.
The distinct ones.
Yeah.
Which is something you cannot say for most sequels.
A lot of sequels out there, yeah. Horror sequels.
What does that mean?
He's allergic to peanut butter.
Well, I know, but you don't... I know people that are allergic to peanuts. You don't have an allergic reaction if there's a peanut in the room.
Sure, but as she almost fed him peanut butter cookies the other day because she forgot.
Well, I understand that, but...
Hey,
the peanut butter...
Dealing with death being out to get you.
Peanut butter in the jar...
Sure.
In the room...
You want to do a scrub down of everything instead of just throwing out the frickin' jar worth.
Interesting, if you're watching along with us with the subtitles on, that it just said upbeat song playing, and it didn't...
Spirit in the Sky,
It didn't give you the lyrics. Like, I've watched a lot of subtitles where they just have the lyrics of this whatever song is playing.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't even say Spirit in the Sky playing. It just said upbeat song.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Well, when I got the subtitles done for the Fixer ages ago, I didn't give them the lyrics up front, but they kind of tried to figure out what the lyrics were for the songs they were playing in the film.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of contacted the musician saying, "Can you send me the lyrics? Because I want to make sure that they're accurate in the subtitles as they put them in there."
Well, it's almost like
that's something they went the extra mile for. They didn't have to put that in there.
Sure.
You're just supposed to put the dialogue in there, but they put the lyrics on the music playing in the movie.
And a lot of subtitles have lyrics listed out. But I'm interested to know why they didn't do that here. Like,
probably because there's
licensing or... No, because they're going to give credit in the credits.
I'm just thinking just because it was only a few seconds before the dialogue started up, and they probably just figure, well, it would just seem more confusing, I guess. I don't know. To have like one stanza of the
well, yeah, but you could...
a line or two lyrics.
I'm saying why not just put the name of the song?
Okay, well, there's that. But anyway.
Upbeat song continues, not Spirit in the Sky continues.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Why is it going on its own? I mean, I guess sometimes at hospitals they do.
Sometimes, I think I go to one that does have...
Usually they're the bigger ones, though.
Yeah, the big ones you can fit the
wheelchair
throughs and everything. Yeah, the big suckers.
Which is the whole point.
Right.
Looks this one you can barely get a person in.
Yeah. Canadian hospitals, man.
Yeah. Standardized healthcare for everyone up here. Is that real? That you could just... The front desk would just say, oh, he's in the basement.
Yeah. Here he is.
He's looking sickly.
Well, Tony passed away not long after this. He was sick during this. I don't know exactly with what, but...
He definitely looks skin and bones. And his frame does not support skin and bones very well.
No. I mean, he was probably at least as tall as I am, about 6'5", I bet. But... It was such a thing, like, I think they knew Tony was ill at the time, and they offered him to come back with this whole thing, and he was just, like, very appreciative. I mean, Tony's been attached to enough franchises over the years that, like, he's always just so thankful for all these opportunities he's gotten, all the fandoms he's gotten from all these different roles.
So now we're going to retcon a little bit here and have Tony Todd be at the Skyview.
Well, it was really just, it was, again, the main thing, like, we've had this mysterious character of Bloodworth through most of the films, but never really kind of let fan speculation run rampant about this, that, and the other thing, but never really kind of give a reason why he has this sort of knowledge that he does. And so since they knew Tony probably didn't have a lot longer to live, they wanted to do, not only give him this moment in the film, but kind of give his character a certain lineage back through the entire idea of the franchise, where his origin of everything came from.
I guess that is nice to kind of button up his storyline.
Yeah.
Is that real?
That happened in the 5th film.
God. So that was introduced in...
Number 5, which
in
was
the
the
fifth
prequel film. Where if you take someone else's life for a reason, you end up taking their spot in that's design. So if you force them ahead and you pretty much trade off. So it's one of those things, like the franchise, like when they got again to the 4th film, they didn't do anything new at all. It was just such a stinker of a film. There's nothing to invest in. So even though, like in 3, where they kind of introduced the whole idea of like the photographs being this kind of foretelling of doom and stuff like that about how you're going to die this time.
Right.
Not all the ideas seem to kind of flow from one film to the next. They kind of try to interject some other kind of new
lore
twist into the entire thing. So
he makes it sound like they're the last. You know? Like, there were a lot of branches on that.
Yeah. But this is...
What a nice...
And they said, for this moment, Tony, forget about the script. Say what it is you want to say to the people. The audience, the fans, everything like that. So, I mean, it's just really beautiful moment. And, I mean, I hadn't even been aware that he had been ill before this entire thing.
I mean, he looks it, so when you see it on screen, you're like, oh.
My thing is, I didn't know about it because I'd been to plenty of cons where he was there and I never took the chance to meet the guy. And I regret doing that because I just love so much of his work. And I just never... Because when you're at a horror con, you just think about the horror stuff. You don't really think like, it was in this thing I loved and that thing I loved too, and stuff
Right,
like that. That's
right.
outside the genre. So just it never took the chance, and I'm really sad that I did because man, he just everyone on the film said he was such a gracious man. And they were so stoked to work with him because he had such a storied career overall. I have never seen a performance with Tony Todd where he didn't put everything he had into it. So,
Yeah, I mean he's a cool, good dude.
so very sad that he passed. I mean,
and it was right after this came out.
yeah.
Too.
But even then, like when they did the new Candyman entry a couple years ago, he came back in that film too. He had a little cameo at the end of the film too, so people didn't forget about him when they came to these new entries in these franchises. They like knew he had a place in every single one of them. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Kill that baby.
No.
I like it. Great. That's so
No.
good. That's me.
When your mind's already in morbid places.
You think you could do that? You think you could figure out what? I don't know what their solution is.
Well,
but,
there is a
but if
pretty
you're
straight up because
the peanuts.
allergy.
All right, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like whatever the method would be. Do you think that you could, like, flatline yourself, knowing that you could be brought back?
Potentially, no guarantee about everything. I mean, you never know.
How does he know he wants that? He's never had one.
No, but hey, sure he's had some chocolate in his life.
Sure. If nobody's ever had a Reese's peanut butter cup, which that is not, that is a knockoff peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
But how? If you've never had one, then you don't know the magic that you're missing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not allergic, but I don't like nuts at all. It's not my flavor.
You know, like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I mean, I don't mind peanut butter, but just eating like a raw freaking peanut, like no, thank you.
Not with even salt or honey roasted or.
No, it's the weirdest goddamn thing because I think it was like third or fourth grade or whatnot. There was a teacher who like, oh you say you don't like it, but you never tried it. So the teacher had me eat a nut or something like that, and I just spit it out because I didn't like it. I don't think it would make someone do that today because, like,
Right.
you could be this guy. You could have me in an anaphylactic shock on the freaking schoolroom floor.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Teachers aren't allowed to do anything anymore.
No. Hands off.
I love nuts. I eat nuts a lot, actually. I'll eat anything. Almost anything. There's only about 3 or 4 things that I don't like.
Ain't that the truth?
At least 1 million.
Right here. How much time left? He's phenomenal in this film.
He's the star of this show.
Oh yeah, straight. He's like Jack Quaid in Scream 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude can do no wrong.
straight up, yeah.
I never did see the Is it Novocaine movie?
Novocaine, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying we're going to watch it and don't get around to it.
The MRI is nothing to joke around about there.
No.
You ever had an MRI?
No.
Oh, I have. It's pretty crazy. Oh, Paco.
These two are so sweet together.
The dumb jock is not. I don't know. I feel like the character doesn't match his face, but maybe I'm looking at it through a typecasting lens of horror movies. Because I think that this guy is way better than what most films would do with that character.
Yeah.
Enjoy, my dude. You're about to go to heaven. Granted, it wasn't a Reese's, so who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
What kind of artificial crap they're using in that thing.
I mean, I'm sure that's a Reese's that they've got. The actual one that he's eating is probably a Reese's, but
Sure, yeah.
the packaging, they cannot show.
Well, it's like I said, one of the previous ones, like, all this shit is designed to kill people in the film. Ain't no one slapping their fucking product name on it.
Right, exactly.
I'm not paying for that.
Right. I mean, no good, or there's no such thing as bad press, right? So,
Sure, but still.
you know, we've talked about that. Like, if you want to put a Coca-Cola can in your movie,
Yeah.
they're not going to say anything because
Right.
it's free advertising.
Right.
But yeah, the
Here's your Reese's here.
right,
Put the death stamp on the packaging.
right, the whole idea that the Reese's is going to kill you. That's Hershey, right? Hershey owns Reese's, I believe.
I have no damn clue.
I think so. I think it's a Hershey product. Oh no, you can't put the phone in the MRI area. Yeah, you also can't have your nose piercings and your. Oh, yep, there you go.
There you go, yeah.
Pulled him right out of his.
Getting more, so.
Oh, his titties! His titties!
Yeah. It's even worse beyond that.
Oh God, does he have a Prince Albert? I knew somebody with a Prince Albert.
Oh,
once.
yeah. You want to know that one. He's all in on it.
Oh, it's gonna. This is pretty fantastic. This is really well done. This is good. Oh, it just bent him over backwards, and the chair goes through. Oh yeah. I knew somebody that had a Prince Albert once,
Oof.
and I didn't see it,
No.
but he would stand and like clank the kitchen table with it, just for laughs.
Heavy metal dick.
Yeah, basically.
Robo dick.
And see what's so good about this is now he can't
Yeah.
administer the.
Yeah. He's got to crawl. Oh, Moses.
Good makeup. I don't know if it's
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's accurate makeup, but it's good makeup.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, how about the guy that's not okay?
The guy.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
Yeah, nice piece
Fantastic.
of work. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's still
Linger
sucking.
on it.
It's pulling in.
Oh, yeah.
It's because the machine's still pulling it in.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brenda has now lost her mother-in-law, her husband, and all 3 of her children.
Yeah.
The next time they show her, she better be in a coma because she would not be standing without some sort of medical aid.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
And I get from her standpoint, both of her children have survived thus far.
Yeah.
So
But
she's not going to be as, she's also been kind of away.
yeah. But now that Howard's end has been wiped out,
That means hers.
They're the
yeah.
next 3 in line.
She's got a lot of the Ashley Judd in her, and I can't.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
I can't get away from it. I keep thinking it's Ashley Judd. Does she even know where it is? I mean, I guess she could.
so.
She could, yeah. They've at least set you up with a decent little storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Like the storyline is better than some of the previous entries. I will give them that.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally the original film. There's your
Original
logging truck
Yeah.
just for
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Just to
They
call
do a
back.
few minor. They've done a few minor, like before they got to the hospital, they were trying to try to remember the name of the hospital and everything like that.
Right.
And she almost says it's like three rivers. Or
Rivers,
something.
yeah.
She almost says Clear Rivers.
Right.
As in Ali Lauder's character. So they nudge on the little callback things a little much.
Yeah. What's so good at what I was going to say is what's so good about the original and every other part 1 in every franchise is that things just happen.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have a backstory. Things are just happening to these characters.
Right.
And you're along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But then we find the need to explain.
Right. I mean, I think I brought it up before, the fact that they explain kind of like every other thing, but not why these people get premonitions.
Right.
What's the force working against Death's design that's forcing these people to see what's going to happen and try to avert what's happening? So I don't know. Even though, like, I'm sure if they went ahead and tried to explain it, I'd probably be like, I wouldn't like it.
Well, sure. But
the fact that they go through so many lengths to kind of explain every other thing and link everything together, I don't know.
it is a valid question.
Yeah.
That now, this is what, the 6th movie or something?
Yeah.
And that means that at least 6 different people have had some sort of, at least 6,
Yeah.
have had some sort of...
Flash forward.
Right. And why would it be exclusive to them?
Right. Why does it focus these people at these specific times?
Right.
Why doesn't it happen a million times in a day? So.
To millions of people.
But then it becomes so contrived trying to figure out why this, that, and the other thing to explain it. So, like I said, I probably wouldn't like what they would come up with anyway.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so it would just be...
That's
why it's like, when we're watching, it's like, okay, I'm going to kind of lay it back a little bit and just kind of like let the film take me away.
I mean, there is something to be said about just enjoying what you're watching.
Right.
And
I mean, not to say that haven't covered films that definitely deserve a
Skewering?
critical skewering in that regard, but sometimes, like, okay, this is the intention of the filmmakers. To have a film that kind of like Yeah, we know it stretches credibility about how these things would happen in reality, but we're trying to take you on a roller coaster ride of certain things.
No pun intended.
And they've done at least enough of a quality about developing some decent characters, giving them a story, working off character dynamics. There's at least something there to thread through. They have a little empathy about what's going on. And so, like, even though I like Final Destination 2, but I like it because it's this kind of big splatter film and stuff.
Right.
You don't care that much about more than maybe about 2 or 3 characters in the film, and there's probably about 8 others that get wiped out in the whole thing. It's a nice splatter film, but it's kind of disposable overall. This one's trying to nudge a little bit further towards the quality of the first film.
I will say, if nothing else, the logging truck in 2
it's fabulous.
has usurped the legacy of the like it's become the face of the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Like how many movies out
memes
there
come up all the time. Someone sees a logging truck on the highway, like
right. How many movies in the history of cinema have a situation or a prop or I don't know, like something, a set piece, something like that, that
triggers immediately
and is so identifiable for at this point over 20 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I know there are others out there that I cannot think of off the top of my head.
But that, like, that's a credit to that film beyond a lot of the other films of the franchise.
It's become the entire franchise.
Right.
Like,
it set the tone for what you want to do for those opening sequences. A big action, stunt spectacular, a lot of things going on. Yeah.
Plane crashes, which would be the first movie, happen in all over cinema.
Yes.
And it wasn't unique.
Yeah.
The roller coaster, it was unique.
It was a good sequence.
But when I see a roller coaster, I don't think of Final Destination 3.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I'm getting at, that they hit on something so specific that it has now made generational reference point.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, is like the defining image of the whole franchise.
Anytime there's going to be a montage of certain things, there's going to be like they put a 4K box set, they're going to put that right in the trailer. It's going to be in the first couple of clips they show.
I just think,
or it's going to be the climax of that trailer.
If we went out and we asked somebody standing on the street, one of your neighbors,
someone,
hey, if I said to you Final Destination, what do you think of?
Yeah,
they're going to say a logging truck on the highway. They're not going to say plane crash. They're not going to say Devon Sawa. They're not going to, you know what I mean?
NASCAR thing.
Right. Oh, God.
Yeah. Or the bridge collapse. I mean, after the logging truck, you'll probably say the bus hit from the first film.
Right. Yeah.
That was the iconic one from that one, because it just jumped everyone off to the ceiling of the freaking theater. But again, that shows FD2 just had a very solid handle on making something that's very memorable overall. So,
sure.
Even though it didn't quite have much of the characters, it had the set pieces that withstand being a memorable popcorn film, where the other ones kind of fell off in that regard. They kind of got too wrapped up in the Rube Goldberg complexities of building up to the trap, that maybe the payoff wasn't quite as satisfying or kind of sticks with you as much as everything else you could in the franchise. So where the first film really excelled with the kind of the character work, the second one kind of excelled with the spectacle, and some of the other films of the franchise just kept on with the spectacle and didn't quite pay as much attention to the character work.
And they did spectacle not as good.
Yeah.
Like, there are moments of great.
Right, when the effects start getting really shoddy.
Right. And sometimes it just became fun with computers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of these criticisms are just the fourth film altogether.
Right. Well, what did he call her? Gammy? Gammy's compound here is...
Yeah. We talked over the entire clap.
Oh, I know, we did. But
Well, it's indicative of everything. Like, I mean, that it's a big.
So is it over now? That's it?
I mean, that climax was a big, fiery, spectacular type of thing, and it hit all the beats pretty much right. I did have a kind of thing sitting in the theater, like her trying to get the seatbelt off, like usually enough slack on the thing where you can just kind of loop it over and kind of climb out the whole thing over top. But generally, they did a good thing of making sure there was a lot of suspense, a lot of urgency and danger, the whole thing. So
right.
Generally,
okay, so
they've done a pretty consistent job from one point to the next on the film.
I think it's time for me to reveal my giant gripe.
Go for it.
Because we're at the end here.
Yes.
Okay, so Grammy, Iris, had all of the, the timetable and the branches and all the things that led to all the movies and basically retconned the entire franchise. Mm-hmm. Why was she the first one? What made Iris so fucking special that her premonition, who's to say there wasn't one before her?
Yeah. Well, again, that comes back to the thing I was saying, like, where did the premonitions come from?
Well, right, but
why
I'm saying...
did this person specifically get them? Why didn't it happen until 1968? Why didn't it happen back in...
1821, yeah. Why? This is my point.
The second century or something.
My whole gripe with the movie is, why was she the first one?
Right.
Like, what you're telling me...
It all comes back to her, and once this is
once
sealed
that
off,
loop is closed, then it's over.
Because she's the last one killed in the premonition, so these two dying here technically should make... That's the end of the franchise. There's no more.
In theory.
Because it's all sealed up now.
If along as one of those other branches aren't exist. But why is she the top...
Well, the thing is, it's saying, like, as everything goes on in the franchise, it all goes in sequential order. The first person who's supposed to die in the premonition...
Yeah.
This first person is supposed to be the first person death goes after the design is altered. So apparently Iris is the last person supposed to die in the premonition. That means the last people to die in her line should seal the entire thing. So there should be nothing left. The death design is completely back on track after 60 some odd years.
And I'm fine with that. But why is...
I'm just saying if they're going to make another one, now they got to start it all over again.
Why is Iris so important that she had a premonition to start the whole thing?
Right.
What? Like,
in the previous ones, it always seemed like it was kind of an isolated incident.
Correct.
These group of people getting involved in this thing, and then once that thing's done, it's wrapped up, and then maybe it happens to another set of people for reasons unknown.
Oh boy, look at this shit.
It ends up being the one part where the effects don't look quite as well in just a few seconds here.
I'm with the trucks. Come on,
it looked a little bit. Yeah.
The logs, I meant, not the trucks.
Yeah.
Like that. That's too cute. At the end,
it's a little too cute.
Too cute.
Not that they haven't done something similar to it in the franchise, but it feels, I don't know.
I'm so mad though that I'm just supposed to believe that random Iris had a random premonition and set off 60 years worth of movie lore, but it started with her. Why?
Right.
Who knows? Now do we have to go backwards and explain her story?
And how that links to Sawa and everyone else in the franchise, and how that stemmed off, and why. Again, it does start opening a Pandora's box of a million questions.
I just don't know why she was the first one.
And it's like, well...
Who's to say it didn't happen for generations before her?
And it's like, I don't know. Again, the whole thing was like, okay, well... now I'm even confused myself. You may be confused. It's like, okay, well, so all these other people in the previous films have these premonitions, and death is out to get them, but then it doesn't stem back to someone else earlier in their bloodlines for them as well?
It does, according to this movie.
I mean, Devon Sawa's character wasn't even born by the time the 68 thing happened, so how is he linked up to that? That doesn't hit up someone earlier, is his parents or his grandparents.
Right.
So are they connected or are they not connected?
According to this, they're connected.
They're supposed to be connected. How are they connected?
And everything goes back to fucking Iris. But why is she so goddamn important?
Right.
That's my problem.
It's the Elm Street effect.
Yes.
The further along you get in the franchise, the further back you get into the lore, that makes everything so complicated where you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. How does this make any sense?
So, is it a fun...
Halloween at least reboots the continuity, so you just have to forget about everything every three movies on.
Right, and Chainsaw just does the same movie every time.
They got no lore.
Great. Remember, now, that should have been before the montage, I think, but whatever.
Hmm.
And now we have, 8 minutes of credits here? I didn't dislike this movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The character work I thought was great. The oldest son really stole the show, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, the tattoo kid.
I just spent the entire movie wondering why Iris was so important to be the first link in the chain.
Right.
And that didn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I get, couldn't this just be an isolated incident?
Yeah.
But and that's fine. If you're going to tell me that this loop is not related to any of the other movies, then I'm good with it. Sure. Because then, obviously death happens around the world.
Yeah.
And various people can have various, the situation could be happening in two places at once.
Right.
But what you've told me is that everyone's connected.
Yeah, everyone. Everyone.
And so you can't tell me everyone's connected and point the arrow, the pyramid, to Iris, who didn't come along until her fate her vision in 1968. Or whatever it was,
68, yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know.
Yeah, so
that pissed me off.
You're telling me Mary Elizabeth Winstead in 3 and David Kittner in 5, they're all connected back to this incident in 68, which I don't know.
Right.
They don't even tell, at least some of the other films, they kind of tell you where they're located. This one doesn't really tell you where it's even happening at.
No.
First one's in New York, another one's in California, I think. I don't know, but it spreads out all over the place like a virus.
Right.
So,
and that's fine.
Yeah, trying to interconnect it too much makes it a baffling situation.
Right.
Now you bring up a million questions that are never going to get sealed up. It's impossible. You'd have to do a 5-hour film to piece it all together and make any half-wit sense.
I just wish that sometimes, make them anthological.
Yeah.
Where, if you want to...
Because we've even mentioned before, kind of sometimes they had characters go back and, they rediscover the flight, where the fuck it was, 180, I think it was.
Okay.
The one in the first film, that's a starting point. They never find anything before that.
Right.
At least having something if they're all isolated incidents, but they've been happening every couple of years all over the place, you can stem it back to this, that, and the other thing.
Well, the logic is if the whole idea is
there's a deeper history, but it doesn't all have to be deeply interconnected.
I don't care about history.
Yeah.
If the logic is that somehow somebody circumvents death, and therefore it comes to catch up with you later, then that logic applies across the world.
Yeah.
So you could literally do the original idea of the Halloween 3, and just tell me a story anywhere, wherever, at any time, that isn't related to anything.
Yeah.
And just tell me a story, and I will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't try to connect them, because all that is going to do is create questions, and then I stop caring.
Giant gaps of domino effects we don't have. They're just impossible to fill in.
And all it does is make me mad and not like any of it.
Yeah.
Can I just enjoy? Just tell me a story.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me out there.
It's sound logic, yeah.
Feel free to
it's
comment.
It's sound logic. It's just a matter of how much anyone really wants to burrow into the entire thing.
Wait a minute. The Pina Colada song is actually called Escape?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew. I knew
I've known that forever.
I knew it wasn't called the Pina Colada song.
Yeah, they just got slapped on it because.
Right. But I had no idea that the actual song title was Escape.
Rupert Holmes been making money off of that thing for 45 years or something.
I'm not a huge fan of that song.
No, but
he is.
I love the. Ever seen the movie Dirty Work?
Oh yeah, I saw it in the theater.
I love that fucking bit. Chris Farley's gonna put like Street Fighting Man, and he hit the wrong fucking number on the jukebox, and that song comes up. I love that moment.
He got his nose bit by a Saigon whore.
I love that movie. Oh, so guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with more great stuff in the near future.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.